Lunatic and Swan Studios presents the Kaleidoscopic DREAMSCAPE. Today I have my friend Jamie modeling the Kaleidoscopic DREAMSCAPE. The hand-painted portion took about 6 hours, and the felt collar took about 3 hours. The fabric is a salvaged, upcycled bed sheet. The collar is made from felt that was made from recycled post-consumer plastic bottles. The paint on the cape is mixed media. There is acrylic paint, oil paint, watercolor paint, paint markers, as well as fabric paint markers. The edges of the cape are also lined with an iridescent white sequin. Jamie, why don't you take off the cape to show them how it's done? With her long hair, she does have to push it to one side, and it's a little bit difficult sometimes. But you just swoop it around. And then when you want to put it back on, you want to make sure that the collar is facing towards you. And you want to have your thumbs on the side, the back side. And then you're just going to swoop it around your shoulders like a cape. Jamie's going to demonstrate that here. And then you can adjust the cape and then adjust your hair as needed. The cape does not yet have a closure because I was not sure which type of closure would be most appropriate in this situation. I would assume something just at the top, but if you would like, you could have a closure going all the way down the front seam. And you could also wear, once it has a closure, wear it with the seam on the side and the cape drooping only really over one shoulder. It's pretty much a rainbow of colors. There's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, all shapes and sizes. There's also a small addition. Jamie's demonstrating it here. By my cat. That blue smudge right there was a contribution from my cat, Ziggy Stardust. So there is a little bit of cat love in this piece. Jamie, how tall are you? Jamie's about 5'8", so that gives you kind of an idea of how tall of a person is wearing it right now. So the cape is made 100% handmade with love. There's a little bit of machine sewing, but mostly everything else was done by hand by me. Most of the materials were salvaged or upcycled or recycled. The only exception is some of the paint markers were not, but the sequins were purchased secondhand. The sheets, like I mentioned earlier, were salvaged. Other than that, the cape does not have a lining because, Jamie, why don't you just hold open the cape, because both sides of the cape really are quite beautiful, and if you had lighting behind you, it would seem like you could see through the white parts but not the colored parts, and it becomes semi-translucent, so that's why the cape is not lined. The bottom edge is also not finished. That is the only edge that is not, bottom hem is not finished. That will fray a little bit and give the cape a more texture as well. The cape is not water safe. You cannot launder this. You cannot dry clean this. It will kind of fray and decay slightly over time. That is permissible. But if it gets wet, some of the colors will run, others will not. But that it will just add to the life and character of the piece. So once again, this was Lunatic and Swan Studios presents the Kaleidoscopic DREAMSCAPE. During this presentation, Jamie was taking some photos with a shutter release. If you would like to see those, you can check out her Instagram account. What is your Instagram handle, Jamie?
Jamie Demo.
Jamie Demo. We'll put that up on the screen now. Why don't you demonstrate the invisible text for them? Just go like this. There you go. There is the handle for Jamie Demo on Instagram, and you can see some photos that she took of herself wearing the cape during this presentation. Well, thank you, Ginger and the Ghost, for joining us today. Once again, this was Lunatic and Swan Studios. Have a wonderful day.